Once more, I have my feverish obsidian notes. I've been breaking out the red string and connecting everything up. And one of the things we learned at the tail end, we found specifically, what was it? The study, I think it was. It was one of the last rooms we found last week, and it had this whole thing about the paintings we kept seeing and how they were connected to like a message. Like everything was in pairs. Notably, when you go into the lobby, the playing cards on the wall face an ace. It's a cipher of sorts. So it's missing letters. So we spent a bit of time like grabbing the few we could in that kind of tail end of the day. And I also, because the convenience of basically streaming these and having footage, I went back over the footage and well, I found a bunch of the pairs, like random order. So yes, there's lots of pairs, and I kind of made this. I need to verify this, but I've got like the tail end of the message at least. 8 dates crack 8 safes, which makes sense. We've cracked one safe, and it was a date, but we did find a couple other safes. There was one in the office, which was the thing we figured. This looks like yours, does it? Oh, okay, there we go. That's good to know. I might be on the right track, but yes, we found a safe in the office, and it had a very specific kind of note, which we figured was something to do with the code for the safe on it. Like I said, I think it was the office, right? Maybe. Yeah, had a note, and it was referring to the March of the Count. Yeah, so it was all of this. And we saw they had little busts around. I was thinking, right, is it number of them? Is it like the red ones but like, after I realised, okay, it's not because it's written in red because, you know, red prints, and like Simon clearly is red prints, everything he signs his name in is red ink. No, red has always been associated with false statements. So all of those are red herrings, as we suggested. And now it specifically says 8 dates crack 8 safes. Maybe the March stands for the month of March. So the date is, well, 03 something. Of the count, I'm not sure. It could be literally count the things in the room. But maybe going back to the office is one we want to try and draw. Trying to find the pool is another one. Some of the rooms we saw we never went into. So we have things to go on today. And I want to verify at least whether, like, I'm right with this. Because it was just watching back the footage and like, okay, that pair, what's that? Roughly in that position. Okay. So I need to verify this, and we still need to figure out what the top bits are. So, yeah. Shall we crack on with stuff? Yes. Day 10. Yes. So we got some pretty bad runs. I guess yeah, I think the first session we did like 3 days. So last week we did 6 because we had so many dead end. We really didn't get a run going well. The emergency bottle of champagne did not survive it. So are you stocking up ready for Monday? All right then. Well, we'll grab our money. And then immediately I'm going to go outside. I'm going to go see what we can get in the workshop. The garden shed type thing. As it could affect like the rooms we come across during the day. Like we'd seen one where it's like no bad effects from red rooms and things like that. So maybe that's worth it. Protects you. Wait. Shelter did that? No, I thought it was a different one, but yeah, okay. Right. No point for the trade room. We have nothing to trade. 2 special items could be useful, but avoiding the negative effects of the red rooms, and potentially we try and set the timer on it. We know there's a time lock on the safe. We set it for like essentially an hour's time, and like make sure the run takes about that long, hopefully, and then bimble back our way here to see if we can get into this. Because I don't think there's anything else knocking around. But yeah, it does mean red rooms now are not awful for us. Okay. Time lock. Set unlock date. Now, in game world, it's like November 18th or something like that. But I think it uses my local clock, like Windows clock. So I guess we go with, what are we, 18th today? So I guess we go with, okay, right, if we set it for like 2 p.m. then, of course, yeah, 45 minutes we try and come back, maybe? I think we'll see if it's using mine. If not, we have to figure out what day it is in game, and I think the only way we can verify that is like checking out books at the library. Because that's the only thing I've seen that actually has like dates on it. Otherwise we're just guessing for the most part, and there definitely isn't anything else in here. There's nothing on the top bunk we can't climb anyway. We'd read the note that was about not drafting this room whilst people are in, not taking it out of the draft whilst you know, people were in it or something. Alright, so this is going to have killed like 4 footsteps total. Maybe 5. We spend a footstep going back in here. We do. Okay, so it's 6 total we've lost. But it does mean the red rooms aren't terrible. So something like the gym, like where we'd lose half our footsteps, now no longer a problem. We're protected from it. Okay. So yes, face and ace. We know this is an F room. So you know what? We're gonna go straight down the middle. I'm tempted to take the storeroom straight away, so we've got some starting gear. Was it the first 3? Okay. You might be right, it might be in the first 3. So in which case, do we take the chapel then? So we've drafted this. In which case, if it was the first 3, and at least this gives us a straight line as well, we'll take it. We'll find out. We have 2 coins. We still have 2 coins. So yeah, we're protected from this room. Right, let's have a look. Ooh. Our vault key. Sure. I'm not going to step in yet. We know it's here. We know there's a vault key in there. Corridor, pantry, parlor. Tempted more by the pantry. Yeah, it does say sheltered here. Yeah, I had noticed that. I'm going to try with the pantry. So the parlor turning left might be better down in this corner. And again, turn over here could be useful. Do we just go straight ahead? Maybe we'll just go straight up. Sure, okay. Right. So we got road and rod, and if I am right, yes, third one up. So one up. Yeah, crack. So oh no, do not do that. Trying to. There you go. Road. Wow, it's one of those days. And rod. God's sake, come on. So I'm in lesson A. That means that is most certainly an A there. Right. Yeah, shelter protects you for next three rooms drafted. So yeah, we've drafted one room. So I think we take the red rooms when we get them. Presuming they make sense to grab, but... spare room? I think the den's actually not a bad get here. Because splitting at this point is not awful. Pictures. I figured this was stage and sage. I mean, is anybody else thinking anything different? Like, that's definitely, I mean, stage, theatre, play. What else could it be? Backdrop feels a little a reach. That's going to be flower, plant. I think it's stage and sage makes the most sense. And if that is the case, yeah, because I'd already done that as that. So yeah, I reckon it's. So, like I said, I think stage and sage makes sense because it also fits. Well, presuming I've got these letters right. So that's our missing T there. Right, we'll get our gem. Let's start seeing. We're probably going to start getting locked doors now. Yeah, figured as much. Okay, courtyard takes a gem. Or the nook and grabs a key. I think we go with a nook. Right, okay. If this was... what would it be? This should be an E room. So let's have a look. We've got... Now we figured this out was fire and this was fur, didn't we? That was our best guess because it was we were going through like match, fingers, flame, things like that. I think I'm like it's pine tree, tree, things like that. No, fire and fur makes sense. So we'll confirm that. Our combo. Gives us our E. I'm pretty certain on like the last 5 levels. 8 dates crack 8 saves makes a lot of sense as a clue. Nothing else in here. Okay, the gym, not terrible. Because again, we should be protected in this room. It's the next one we've drawn, and it gives us 2 outs. So, we'll take it. We're sheltered. Right. Chart and cart. Which makes sense. Once again, I'll bring this up. Chart. Chart. And minecart. Okay, probably going to be a key, isn't it? Let's hope for a split here. Right. Patio, spread more gems out, or the boudoir. We can get a gem out of this because we've already opened up the safe. I will spend a gem to hopefully get more gems moving around. It's kind of a bad roll. And we've got to hope for a shovel as well at some point. Right, this definitely needs to go straight ahead. Use the key yet. Go on then. Oof. I kind of want the pantry somewhere else. Actually, we could rotate. We'll rotate. Oh no, that's rotate the. So the what was there? There's a round room that was rotatable. I'm gonna spend my gem. Coast and coat. Makes sense. I feel like that's our best bet. Now, that's one I've not seen before. And that would be a confirmation on it being something gates, it looks like. Yeah. That one down there. Jump over here. Basically makes that an S. If it is, coast and coats. Coast and coat. So that's what I would presume. So it's small gates, found, small gates. Something found, small gates, 8 dates, crack 8 safes. When? Found, small gate. Like, I'm trying to think like what else that could be, presuming I was right with the G there. I'll have to work our way along to double check that, but this is like from going through the footage from the whole of that last few runs last week. Okay. We don't have many coins, but shovels are available as are keys, as is salt and gems. Shovel's going to be about 8 coins, which we definitely don't have. We need this to go straight ahead and split right, probably. Well, we can't do the kitchen. We have to take this one then. Get our footsteps. We get a key. Nothing else around, right? Stage and stag, I guess. So yeah, that'd be an E. Go stage and stag, because I can't imagine it being a deer or creature, or like stage and stag seems like the most logical. Okay, as long as it's not a locked door, it isn't. Library. I don't think we checked out a book, so I think this is just going to be the piece of paper, so we'll be able to check out another book. Yes. Okay, so we've got... I figured this was Flan and Fan when I saw it before. can't think of anything else. I think that's shown up as dessert and desert. Pudding and... It's a fan. Like, it can't be anything else, so it has to be flan and fan, right? To verify which room we're in. Third down, fourth across. So, flan and fan. So again, it is still matching up with what I wrote last time, so yeah. Found small gates. Right. What we want to check out next time? We don't need to do fixed stars. The Oriander, we're just going down the list now because we've definitely done the Reddington, we've done Swimbird, we've seen that and copied it from the observatory. So sure, which I think is the statue that's in the what was it, the cloister? There is also a picture in the one of the stained glass windows in the chapel being it as well. Right, this is going to be locked. I just know it. Yeah, I figured as much. I guess we do. I mean, the key there would be handy. We have to backtrack anyway. Screw it. Fine. Aquarium. Oh no, I can't. Fuck. This has actually screwed us. We freeze the money and gems we will not reset at the end of the day. Although they won't reset at the end of the day and they cannot be adjusted or used until tomorrow. Yes, this is absolutely going to screw us over. Oh, we are not going to get any more gems or money. We are completely bollocksed. We're going to start the day with 2 whole spare coins. Oof. Well, that's already bollocksed up the run. That is brutal. Now, because I presume, I think it's any time you kind of pick the room, the effect already takes effect. Not when you step inside. Oh, that is awful. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Staff use. Plain and pain, I think. But we do know about how to maybe... Well, we saw something about the heating in here. Also, there is an exit out. If we can find the... There was something about it in the lab. About the temperature curve or something. Anyway. Plain and pain is my best guess. For that. Which room are we in? Yeah. So yeah, that would fit with it being double L. Plain. Pain. Gives us RL. Makes that small. I'm guessing small gates, probably. Oh, okay. I am... Well, this is already a duff run because of this, but we know there is... It looks like a silver key in there, right? Something. It's a weird... Like, it's almost a pointy thing. And there's a letter there as well. Oh, okay. We really want to defrost the freezer, don't we? We know we can get 2 gems out of here and a key if we did. So yeah, we really need to figure out how to... It's going to be tied to turning off the air conditioning, which is probably a boiler room thing, right? Okay, right. Well, this is already a ruined run. We're not going to be able to open up any gem rooms. We don't have any money to buy anything. Oof. This is going to be a rough one. I mean, we can't have money stolen anyway. Okay. Right. Well. Was this locked? I think it was, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. All we can do is backtrack all the way back to the beginning. We better hope we find the safe deposit box room. Right, well, we're essentially looking at dead ends here. This will be our 3rd red room. So, go on then. Will it black out? It doesn't black out because we're sheltered. Right, I don't think there's any other pictures we've never seen. I think these pictures are everything we've scanned already. Explosives. Battery pack provides juice to battery-powered contraptions. Contraptions are the things you make in the workshop. That's where we've, like, tied a metal detector and shovel together, didn't we? Okay. I guess we go with the parlor? Pretty sure we're not going to be able to actually collect the gem now. But if we can, this might actually be able to... right. Gems, the gems are in a box with a statement. Well, that's true. Oh, unless there's a blank one. Okay. The white box does not have a statement, which is also true. Okay. So we can't assess this one. Because it's blank. Gems are in a box with a statement. Which might be a lie. White box does not have a statement, which is true. That's the only verifiable truth. We're not sure if that's a lie. I mean, because that does not say anything, we can't verify. That's at least true. That might be false. Or it might be true. But we don't know what this one is. Gems are in a box with a statement. If true, it could be this one or that one. If false, gems are not in a box with a statement. Then it would be this one. The white box does not have a statement. Wait. I think it says there will always be at least one box which displays only true statements, displays only false statements. So, by that rationale, this is displaying a true statement, so that has to be the false statement. If that's a false statement, it is in here. Now can I pick them up? No. Didn't think so. Right. Oof. Like I said, this is just going to be an awful run. Can we go through if we don't have gems? No, we can't. Like I said, this is just an absolutely fucking balked one. Okay. Let's at least see if we can get items. We can get a shovel, okay, and a key. We can at least do keys. We can do keys. Right. We've got a cart and a car. So T in here. Yeah, T in here. Where are we? We're here. This is another one of those eight dates, crack 8 safes. So yeah, this should be T. Anyway. Let's do cart and car. So what did we have in here? We had stag and tag. Just go stag and tag. You're it. That's one of the bottom. Okay, right. Darkroom needs to essentially just go up if we're going to maximize this as much as possible. Oof. Right. There's nothing else here. Yeah, we are really been screwed on this one. Right, we are no longer sheltered. So the weight room or archives. Can't get into the boiler room anyway. Fuck it, archives then. This is a, like I said, absolutely balked run. We've got bath and bat. This is H. Verifying everything we've already said. There's nothing useful here for us, right? No key cards. Key cards would be good here. Or we have one key. We have a shovel. We've been through there. That's useless to us. Only go straight ahead. We can only take the guest bedroom. Wow, this is already... Well, we've lost 2 rooms, essentially. Anything in here? Oh, the car keys. Items are going to be our go-to on this run. Clock and lock. So, this was C. Clock and lock. Definitely nothing else in here. Which way are we going? Right. We could go back that way to the green room, the patio. We can go to the gym or the den now with the key we have. Hope for the best. But I'm actually going to go this way. We're going to see if we can find the vault. What's it? I'm going to go straight ahead because everything else is a dead end essentially to us. Let's hope it's straight ahead. It is. Oh, thank God for that. Okay. Wow. Unless this turns off the freezer. Yep. Wow. This has been a terrible day, hasn't it? Dessert and desert. Down it was, yeah. Wow. This has been a shocking start, and that's after we set the time lock and said get there for 2 o'clock? I need to kill 15 minutes, actually, which isn't terrible. We can amble and do nothing for 15 minutes, potentially. I mean, we have what key? We have a key. We might as well go. Do I actually want to check it? No, I'm still not going to go in there. We have one last out. Are we going this way or through the gym? So we go this way. We could do billiard room. Let's say this would be the irony where there'd be a load of coins on there. Right. Coat and cot. Yeah, that verifies 8 dates. Coat. Cot. Right. If it's anything but keys in here, we're bollocks. Okay. 1, 3. Yeah, 3. That was times, right? Minus times divide. I'm pretty sure that was the pink was times. So where's 9? 9. Okay, 3 times 2 times 3, so 6, 18, right? 11, 21. Take 20 is 1. Times 15 is 15. Divided by 5. Divided by 1. So 3? 15? Yes. Oh, good. Right. Well, at least we have keys. Don't tell me this is a locked door anyway. It isn't. Pantry actually gets us going in a direction. Can't pick up the coins, but we can pick up the food. Guess we go for this and hope it's a split room, or at least turns right. Okay, yeah, it is. So, again, I shouldn't have done that. I just wanted to confirm tier and tie. That one, pantry. Yeah, that still figures with what I'd already got. I'm presuming it's a tiered platter. That's most certainly a tie we had. I guess it's a R of crack. For the crack of it. Right. We lost one first. I guess 2 because we've gone back and forth. Crow and row. rowboat. That's the other C from Crack. Right. This is fine being a dead end. So 100% we'll take the storeroom for the extra keys. Or no, the bunk room doesn't actually do much for us. We'll do it for the keys anyway. Plane and plan. If we found the freeze after all of this, we would have actually been pretty rich. We'd actually had resources stored up for tomorrow, but oh well. What did I say? Plane and plan. Plane. And gets us our E. Right. And this way we get more likely to draw red rooms. I guess we'll take the dead end now? There's never anything normally in the bathroom, but we do get card and car. Which, once again, confirms the D for dates. Yeah. Card and car. Yeah. I wonder at some point there will be something in here. I think this is just always a dead end else. Right. Where did we want to go? Gym, we can use a key. And patio, we can do some digging. So we might as well do the patio first and then come back on ourselves. Got coins that we can't do anything with. Actually, like a practical item, please. Pebbles, not worth it. Okay. I guess the dining room? That could just be a dead end. At least we know we have an out here. I would have preferred a straight line. But hey, it's something. Tiger and Tear. Which, again, is a confirmed one. Tiger. Tear. This is our G for 8. Can't get food yet. Well, we have keys for days at least. Courtyard does... Oh no, it requires a gem anyway. Fuck. Okay, we have to hope this goes straight ahead or at least turns left. It does both. Perfect. Now this one I wasn't quite sure of. Plane and planet, I guessed? That's my best guess on that one. Because it would give us a letter, and it does kind of match what we're going for, but I could be wrong on this one. This is the one I was... Moon, painting, paintbrush. I think it's because the shape of it is. Seemed the most viable answer. Right. Yeah, well, one thing we have is keys. Mail room. Package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. First time we've actually would go in it. But honestly, I kind of want this to go ahead or to the left. Maybe to the right would be okay. I'm gonna go with this. This is gonna be a dead end. It is a dead end. And nothing but gems. But we're gonna... right. Coast and... tag 10. Number... This combo I've not had. Or at least I can't remember what it was. Sure. Cove. Cliff. What do we reckon? Could either one be luggage tag, 10 numbers, string, label. Also, I am noticing the sledgehammer here. Yeah, I'll take that. Not that we've actually seen any things we can smash. Coast? Cost? Coast and cost, maybe? Maybe that's a price tag? Coast and cost? Would that fit? So, fourth down, second across. Coast and cost? I guess it would fit. Then it'd be gates, coast and cost. Again, that's a stretch, but at least it makes a word. Small gates. Small gates. Found small gates. Bound small gates. Mount. Bound. This is presuming I've got those 3 letters right as well. Alright, our last out is the hallway, but it is about 2 o'clock, so presuming we have enough footfalls to get back outside to the shed, we at the very least can do that. Also, this was a thing I should figured I might actually need to make a note of. What is that? That is 1983? C is 100, isn't it? So yeah, it wouldn't be. It'd be 1, 12, 13. So 12, 13. Am I right in that? CC is 20. Yeah, I think that's 12, 13, right? So that's a date of some description, but for what? I don't know. I think we take a picture of you. Because I've never done anything for the wine cellar, but that's a date. We know 8 dates crack 8 safes. So I guess we should actually have the wine cellar, which I've never actually made a thing for anyway. Wine cellar. CCXIII. I think it's 1213. I might be wrong. Right. Okay, we had one out. End of the hallway, didn't we? Right. Where's this going? Boudoir. No help. Archives. What do we get? We get the workshop, which goes straight ahead at least. There is that. Is this sheet 8 again? Yes, so we've already done you. We do go past the coat check. So I could combine shovel and sledgehammer. Potentially. So we'd have a usable tool of some description. No, they don't combine. Shovel and battery. Power digging. I'm intrigued what a shovel and battery gets us. Plus something else, apparently. Okay, right. No, we can't actually combine anything here. There's another plus here. It doesn't give us the option to combine. So yeah, it's only... Yeah, okay, right. We're not actually doing anything here. Is that taser? Broken lever. Ah, if we could find the greenhouse. That's to go with the greenhouse. Okay, that might actually be worth putting in storage. Okay, where's this going? Also, any pictures in here? There is. Paint and pint. Let's do paint and pint. Right. Well, keys is the one thing we do have. Take a wild stab. Ring of a bell. Right. So the little ring of the bell might have been the thing opening. Right, well, there's that. Okay, we've got house and hose, which I think confirms what I would figured out before. House puts the lotion in the basket or it gets the hose again. Okay, normally the answer to the safe has got to be in this room, right? Don't know if it's possible with what little time's left. I need to remember to ask Anne if we have commissioned new work for all the rooms in the house. Then produced in sets of 2, a pair for each room. Honestly, I have no idea. Pulled off by Thursday. I think we arrived on a Friday. Right. Anything vaguely looking like numbers that we can maybe use here? Something like 84? 4484? Because that's the only things we've got. I think we have to look at it the right way. 84. Using D as like the 4th letter of the alphabet. 44 is the only thing mentioned. Elsewise, let's try it. 4, 4, 8, 4. 8, 4. There's nothing really else in here. Like, the only other thing we stumbled across, I think in like the conference room, there was a red note that said the safe key combination was something like, write me right now, I think 9083. It was on a red note, so it was false. So we said maybe it was reversed. Tell what room that is by its layout. 6.5 meters, 6.5 meters, 8 meters, 8 meters. Is it relevant? No. Trying to figure out what room it is. Definitely not this room, is it? .5 repeats twice, as does 8. There's a 7 there as well. Yeah, same blueprint here as well. But those two numbers are covered. Maybe 6565? Nope. Okay. Else numbers wise. Always spin around to the same point. There's like almost clock face thing going on down there. I think it just has 3 faces it spins to, doesn't it? Yeah, it has 3 faces it spins to, so I don't know if that does anything. Can't interact with you. Can't light the candle. I mean, it's there. Maybe if it was A, B, C, D. 8 digits though. We're kind of doing letters of the alphabet. Is it kind of like, you know, letters assigned to numbers, kind of almost like texting? So A, B, C on the 1. D, E, F on the 2. Maybe 02, 08. 2. 08. 02. 04, fourth letter of the alphabet. 08. All the way around. 08, 04. Like I'm missing something else here, right? There's gotta be something. 4844. From this perspective, we did 4844, didn't we? Already 4844. Yeah, 844. Sorry, 8. Actually, I guess we haven't just done the 2 digits. No, it says 8 dates crack 8 saves. It's got to be a date. Something date. Is there anything? 8 dates crack 8 safes. There's nothing with a date on it. Unless the ink pot has a date on it. Sinker ink. Behind the blackboard, nope. Date on the blueprints. Full on escape room bullshit of like, something is hidden here somewhere, right? We were able to pick up one of those picture frames before because it had the Lord and Lady's pictures in it. Just wonder if there's something hidden behind something. That's what we're not seeing. Yeah, the few numbers in here: 6.5 meters, 8 meters, 7 meters, 44. Letters and numbers on the chessboard. Nothing really is a date. And 8 dates crack 8 safes. It's just something else somewhere else. Oh well. There's no dates on the notes. Can't open any drawers or anything to reveal anything. Ground. Curiouser and curiouser. Tab. Like as I said, the only thing we saw, I think it was conference room, had a false note. Conference room. Note had 9083. That was a red note, so would be a lie. Therefore, maybe it's not 9083. 9083. So maybe reverse 3809. Nope. Yeah, well, I guess we're not cracking this one. But theoretically, if this is using my clock as opposed to us trying to figure out what time it is, what day it is in the game world, we should be able to get into the safe, time lock safe. And I'm not going to swap my shovel for the safe deposit box keys. Because it's gone 2 o'clock. I think it said it's... open for an hour, or set it for an hour's time, or something like that. Time lock save. Open. Open. Yeah. Well, it's 2:15 on June the 18th. For me, but whether that counts for in-game time, I don't know. Only thing I can think is... Right, we went to the library. Last time I went to the library, we could possibly find evidence. We go to the last book I checked out. Object would have been Sightseer's Guide to Reddington, which was checked out on November 15th. Now, won't be able to verify until we go back again. So it does mean, was that on day 9? Or was that on day 8? I want to say it was day 8. Make today in game time November 17th. So if we set this to November 18th, and hopefully we get the shelter again, and let's be at least 1 hour in advance. I guess we do 3 PM then? Maybe. We'd have to hope. Like I said, the only way we can verify it is if we get... unless we can see a date somewhere, take measurements. Does it give us a report? No radiation leakage. Still haven't figured it out. Network code. But I had an idea. Maybe 9292. Incorrect password. No, because we found one in a hovel that said like 45 rooms, 2 wings, 9 floors type thing. They were in 4 different colours. 45 might have been just narrowed down to add the 2 together, being 9. Okay, right. Well, today was a bust. We really got screwed over by the freezer of all things. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we call it a day. Our assets are frozen. We've got a whole extra 2 gold. 2 coins. It was a red villa. Yeah. Oh. That's why I haven't jumped back to there. Yeah, you guys are going to have to shout at me if I keep bouncing between my notes and the actual game, if I forget to switch back to the game at any point.